across from the couch, leaned forward with his elbows on his knees. No defensive act. I know sorry doesn't cover it. I just want you to know I never wanted this to happen. I asked him the question that had been sitting in my chest. When did it start? Felix looked at the floor. Around February. It was September. February to September is 7 months. Not a few months, like Cassie had said with tears running down her face. 7 months. Felix saw it hit me. He watched me do the math and he watched his face change when he realized what he'd just given away. Cassie had said a few months. He'd said February. Those two stories didn't match, and now he knew that I knew they didn't match. Was it going on before you moved in? I said. Or after? Felix didn't answer. He looked at the wall behind me. He looked at his hands. He opened his mouth and closed it. The silence lasted 6 seconds. That hesitation told me everything his words wouldn't. It was going on before he lost his apartment. Before he showed up at my door with a duffel bag and a story about a landlord flipping his building. Stop talking, I told him. Go pack. Felix stood up. His eyes were wet and his voice cracked when he said, okay. He walked out toward the guest room. I sat on the couch and for a second something in me went soft. Not forgiveness. More like memory. Felix and I had been friends since we were 14. He was there when my dad got sick. I was there when his mom moved away and didn't tell him where she was going. We learned to drive in the same car. The old loyalty was pulling at me hard. The kind of pull that makes you feel like a bad person for doing the right thing. I almost got up to tell him he could have 2 more weeks. Almost. Then about 10 minutes later, walking down the hallway to get a glass of water, I heard Felix's voice through the guest room door. Quiet. Almost a whisper. He was on the phone. I think if we both just stay calm and don't push him, he'll come around. He always does. Just give it a few more days. He was talking to Cassie. Cassie, who was upstairs in the bedroom, 30 feet above his head. They were on the phone inside my house, strategizing. He always does. Like my forgiveness was just a thing they could count on. A feature of my personality they'd already factored into their plan. I stood in that hallway and listened to my best friend and my girlfriend talk about me like I was a door they just needed to find the right key for. The softness I'd felt 5 minutes ago didn't fade. It didn't cool off slowly. It just died. Right there in the hallway, standing on the hardwood floor, I'd refinished myself the summer I bought the house, listening to 2 people I loved treat my kindness like a weakness they could use. I went back to the couch, sat down, and started thinking about what I needed to do next. Not what I felt, not what hurt, what I needed to do. Because Felix was right about one thing. I did always come around. I always gave people the extra chance, the extra week, the benefit of the doubt. That was the version of me that let Felix move in without a timeline.